Not gonna lie, lust is probably one of the biggest distractions you can fall into, okay? And during my experiences with like retaining and actually becoming aware of retaining and stuff like that, I'm like sitting here noticing like, dang, like when I'm on my little streak or like my little 1 to 7 days or my 1 to 10 day streak, like a lot of things are going in my favor. And not only that, I'm having a lot more energy to do and a lot more self-discipline to do what I need to do in life, right? Cool. But just think of it like, bro, you're sitting there on your phone scrolling, looking at all these women and stuff, and then you get taken into this loop where you just can't stop looking at them. And then you're going to these other pages or you're on that website. You just keep scrolling and scrolling. That's an hour and that's 2 hours or 30 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever the case may be. And then it's like from there, not only after you get done doing the deed or whatever the case may be, hey, whatever, yeah. After you do that, you're in this energy where you can't get anything done. So after you like, say you release or whatever the case may be, and then say you look on your to-do list, after you do that, you're like, wait, I still got this to do, this to do, this to do, this to do. I gotta go take my car to go get washed. I gotta go take my clothes to the cleaner. I gotta go meet up with the homies or whatever the case may be. Now you are anxious about these other tasks you have to do in life because of the fact that you relapsed when you were supposed to actually be holding on to your peace. Because it's like every time you relapse or let go, you're unsustaining your peace, you're unsustaining your groundedness. So it's like it's very interesting, bro. But not only that, bro, like all this stuff is happening like unconsciously or subconsciously. Like you don't consciously think like all these bad things are gonna happen or whatever the case may be. You're just like, oh yeah, like yeah, I just released. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get back to whatever I gotta do. But not knowing like, dang, your energy is depleted. You're more anxious. Your self-esteem probably has went down a little bit. You're not as capable. You're not as reliable as a person in terms of your work or in terms of whatever you got to do in life. And you just let this time pass by where it's like you're supposed to be doing something. It doesn't even have to be productive. It just has to be something in alignment with your higher self. So when you relapse, it's like it throws everything off. You're all over the place. Your energy's all over the place because, you know, your seed holds all your energy. And so you release it. Now you're kind of all over the place. Mentally, physically, emotionally. You're just like an emotional wreck. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it feels like most of the time. We feel like we're emotionally a wrecking ball. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just a video. You know, just explaining like how important it really is to like hold on to your seed. And like there is things that happen whether you're aware of it or not when you do release your seed. Especially for those who are aware of this stuff. If you're not aware of semen retention or anything, any bad or good things coming from it, then you'll just go through life and you'll just go through life, you know. And sometimes it's better not to know anything, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's better, you know, to ignorance is bliss. Isn't that what they say? So sometimes it's probably better not to know. But if you do know, you have power. You have like the power of life and death. You know what I'm saying? So just take everything with a grain of salt and hold on to your seed, bro. Because every time you're scrolling, you're wasting time. And opportunities are passing you by where you could be fixing up your resume, or you could be researching how to get out of a 9-to-5, or you could be, you know, studying for your test you got coming up in the next week or so. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could catch up on your insurance or your registration or your bills or your licensing or your certifications, whatever. And semen retention will help you stay on a very steady path where you're peaceful, where you're grounded, when you know that everything's just going to work out for you. So if you resonated with this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.